Hey math kids, today we're going to talk about solving other equations using technology, and we're in section 4F in your book, and we just have one example, number 15, but it involves these two equations. So if you watch the previous video, it's actually going to be very similar to that one. So what we need to do, let me just get out of this. So I can quit. Okay. So we come to our calculator. Once again, this is a TI-84, but the directions will be the same as a TI-83. So I'll move this over so we can see the first equation. And we are going to just hit the equals button. We're going to type in the left side and the right side. So I'm going to say 2 raised to the x as one equation, and then x plus 3 as the other equation. Go to graph. Wait for it to graph. Okay, we see that it crosses two different places, so we need to use the intersect function. So we're going to say second calc, go down to intersect, hit enter. We select anywhere on the first curve, anywhere on the second curve, and then we're going to guess where it crosses. All it wants you to do is put the cursor where you think it crosses, hit enter, and we see it's negative right here, negative 2.86. So that's one of our answers. Then we go through that same process. Second calc, and there's a shortcut. We can hit a 5. And then we just do first curve, second curve, and then we guess. So move the cursor all the way over, enter, and this time it's 2.44. Okay, so that's the first part of that question. Now, this next one we're going to do just a tiny bit different. So we're still going to enter our things. That's off the screen, so let's move that down. Okay, so I cleared those out. Now I'm going to type the left side of the equation in. This is if you ever have a squared, you can just hit this button too instead of caret 2 if you want to. Minus 5 divided by x. Now since the other side is 0, we technically could just type in a 0 for the next one, but that's just going to create the x-axis. So I'm going to show you a different way to think about it. So we graph it, and now we only care where it crosses the x-axis. And so we see it only crosses one place right here. And so it's going to be almost the same process, but we're going to go second calc. This time we're going to go to 0. Now depending on your calculator, it might say root. So root and 0 would be the same thing, but on this one we'll go to 0. And this time it asks a different question. It says left bound. So we actually want to move, we want to click a spot that's to the left of where it crosses the x-axis. I know that's kind of weird to think about in this situation because it looks more like it's down, but we see that it is slightly left of where it crosses. So we hit enter. Now it says right bound, so we click somewhere on the right, and then it wants us to guess. So we try to click as close as we can to where the root is, and it is 1.71. So 1.71 is our x value, and that's the only value we have on that one. So if you need additional help, please come to Math Lab, but for now, calculate.